Darling, you send me, I know you send me.
Hello friends and family, welcome back to my channel. So as suggested by the title below, I want to talk to you guys about interning today, and specifically my experience with my internship in Hong Kong. So I was lucky enough to work with Vogue Hong Kong, which opened in March, and I worked as a fashion assistant, and I mainly helped with like the editorial team, and sometimes I would like do some research for the English content team as well, which was really fun. I mainly worked really close with the beauty and fashion editors, which was honestly such a surreal experience, and I'm really lucky and I'm so happy, like. And I worked there for a whole month, and as you can tell by how excited I am, it was really like, I can't even find the perfect adjective for it, because it was just like this whirlwind of an experience that I am honestly so lucky to have. And I worked there for a whole month, so I thought, as the title suggests, I would share my internship experience with you guys and kind of like, I guess, give you tips, or maybe like my experience will give you tips. The first thing I want to talk about is the application process. So Vogue in Hong Kong just opened in March of this year, so I guess that's why their application site was shady as shit. Like, it literally had, like, you know, the 90s search bar, like, for enter, like it was like a little dot gray kind of thing. I'll see if I can put a picture of what I'm talking about here, but it was just shady, and I was like, not really trusting it, but I just went forward with it because I really wanted this internship. I had my CV on there with my contact and address, but so for what I wanted to do, which was kind of like write for Vogue and I guess like the research aspect, which I really liked, so I had to submit I think 3 writing samples, or maybe 2, I can't exactly remember, but like I think I did 3 anyways to be safe, and then a CV as well. So before interning, I highly suggest you kind of brush up on those things. Like my CV literally had things from year 9, which I'm sure is like not applicable to me anymore. That was like, gosh, ages ago, 7 years ago, I think. I also applied for a few other internships just in case Vogue didn't take me, because I know they're like very high up there, and they were like my #1. It's like applying to colleges again, so they were like my #1, so I was like, okay, I gotta have some safeties, so I applied for others as well, but ultimately I got those, and I'm very happy. So I want to be completely honest with you guys, and sadly a lot of internships does boil down, and I'm sure a lot of like jobs and stuff does boil down to connections at the end of the day. My parents always say this to me, and it's sikyan right? And I guess the English version of that would be like, knowing people is better than knowing words as in knowledge. So I found that really applicable. It is kind of sad and hurted my self-esteem a little bit, I guess. My mom actually met someone who worked at Vogue Hong Kong when they were shopping. I think they were just like trying on clothes together, and they met and became instant friends, talked about their lives, talked about me, and then my mom was like, hey, my daughter wants to work for you guys. What's good? Like, will you hire her? And lo and behold, they did. I was a little insecure about this. I was insecure a lot of times in this job, but I will get into that in a second. But I was a little bit insecure about it because I sort of felt like I didn't get it out of my own skills. And that really discouraged me, especially going in, and I guess like my first week I was super discouraged, and I was like, oh, maybe I didn't even get properly picked for this position. And I eventually talked to my colleagues like later on in the period when I became friends with them, and something really encouraging that they said to me that I want to repeat to you guys as well. Yes, connections does get your foot through the door, but ultimately it boils down to your own skills. I guess they were kind of right, because if they didn't think I was skillful, like, I don't want to toot my own horn, but like, if they didn't think I was skillful, I feel like they wouldn't have given me as many articles to write and research about, or co-write. So yeah, that's just my little spiel if you like felt a little nervous about that. So then let's get on to like my day-to-day work life, or what my routine daily looks like. I don't have a good word for it, but I hope I find a good edit for this. So I wake up at 7 a.m. every morning. This is so I can give myself time to work out in the morning. But sadly, a lot of the times I just go on and go into my phone and procrastinate until I really gotta get my shit together, which is like 30 minutes. I do this weird thing. I don't know if it's healthy, like it's probably really not, but like I wake up at least 30 minutes before I'm supposed to just to go on my phone. Like, so it wakes me up a little bit more, but I feel like that's not right. But I feel like it works for me, so. And I actually don't have to get to work until 10 a.m. But I am an insecure little ball, so I literally get up 3 hours earlier so I can just, one, get my shit together. I do burp. So I literally get up so early to get my shit together and honestly hunt for an outfit, because Vogue is like fashion house and beauty, like amazing, gorgeous people. So I get ready in the morning and I really like to put together a ton of outfits and just decide what I like to wear, what I want to wear that day. And I guess honestly within this month I've experimented with the most kind of styles ever and different kind of pieces, I guess, which is also really fun because I feel like I never really do that, but then I had the chance to kind of step outside my comfort zone a little bit in this month. I'm also a morning person, so I find that I'm most productive in those kind of 3 hours before work. Like, one of my tasks is to kind of look for fashion news or just interesting stuff that happened in the entertainment world, in the beauty world, in the fashion world, so they can post stories on their Instagram or write articles for their online website. So I try to get some stuff done before work since I'm just eating my oatmeal and drinking my coffee. So I'm just like scrolling through Instagram and like trying to find good content for them. Or try to brainstorm some article ideas that I could co-write or like suggest to them during the workday. I also like to drink homemade coffee in the morning just because it really saves me a ton of money in that month. Like, I feel like I saved up so much money just because of not buying coffee daily like I do every single day at UBC, so I gotta implement that when I'm back in Canada. But honestly, not just that, but like it really helps me poop in the morning, alright? Like, it just gets my shit out of my system, and I'm already so insecure, so I'm so insecure about pooping in public, especially in the office when our literal toilet stalls are smack next to each other. Any little slight movement, like a thing, I would hear. And like, what I learned from dorm life back in San Francisco was like every time I would like release, I would like do this thing with the freaking toilet roll so they don't hear my like shit splash everywhere, right? And I don't want to do that anymore, so I literally push myself and make myself poo at home before I go. And honestly, coffee helps that a lot. Like, I just have poop insecurity. I cannot poop in public. I'm so uncomfortable with that. Like, you know, it also feels good. It's like a good morning routine to implement. Like, you get out, just poo, you feel fresh, you know, and the coffee wakes you up. It's like a win-win. And then after I get dressed, I am out the door, and I usually take the bus to work just because I live on the Hong Kong island, so it's pretty like easy to get to their office. And then I get to work, and let me tell you about my office life. Like I said, I mostly really just do articles for them. I am lucky enough to follow on shoots when they do have shoots. I followed along on the Simone Rocha one, which was so fun. Like, I just got to meet this amazing designer, and I was like, wow, like, and I tried to talk to her, but I was an awkward ball, so I was just like, okay, nice to meet you. It was surreal, like, it was amazing. I even got my name in the issue this month with the Simone Rocha interview, which was, have I said surreal enough? It was surreal. It was surreal. Okay, and then probably one of the most awkward times of the day, lunch. So I am quite the office mouse, so I really just kind of bury myself in a corner and do my work as fast as I can and as best as I can, which is also a good thing, but I do suggest you go and talk to your colleagues and get to know them more, because like I said, it's really great to have connections and to have this circle that you can like rely on and also have fun in the office with, like spill office tea. Like, my first few weeks I really just brought lunch in. I was trying to eat a little bit healthier because I gained weight in Canada, so I was trying to just eat slightly healthier. So I would bring a packed salad, I would make my own sauce, and just stick it in the fridge at the office. Since a lot of my friends are also all over the globe and they're only back for a certain period of time, and I had that internship, so I tried to like make as much effort as I can to see them during the lunchtime period, which is only an hour, but I try to like make it. Hong Kong's lunch hour is from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. so I try to go out at like 1:30 so there's less people around. So if you have a flexible lunch hour, really try to do that. It's very helpful. You're not spending a lot of time waiting, you're just sitting, chatting, and enjoying food and good company. And also this leads up to my next point, which is friends and coworkers. Don't be an office mouse. Just try and like socialize. Like it took me a while to get comfortable, but I eventually did. I was like, suck your insecurity up, just be friends. Like it's so awkward, don't sit by yourself. And then I did. I actually ended up having lunch with my coworkers on my last day, which was really nice, and I really tried to talk to them because since I sit between the fashion editor and the beauty editor, I try to like socialize a little bit, and like honestly they are adults. I am an adult as well, but like in my eyes they are more adulter than I am, I guess. So that was an insecurity point for me for sure, but once I talked to them and we kind of had like a DMC kind of session, you realize that they're honestly so similar to you, and don't think about the age difference. They are just people as well, and they're super nice. Some can be really horrible, I agree with that, but a lot of the times they're really nice people and they just want to help you out as well. So just talk to them. Yeah, grab some big people advice, I guess, because that really helped me. So overall, if I haven't said it enough, it was a freaking surreal experience. I am so happy, and honestly I am so lucky and grateful for them for even giving me a chance. And my advice to you is, one, definitely apply to a ton of internships. Don't just gun for one because they might not take you due to like limited availability, because in the summer a lot of people are gonna want internships. And also show them your ability, do the work as best as you can, and if you have limits, do tell them, because 99% of the time they will help you. And before I go, I just wanted to show you this magazine cover. This is the August issue with Angela Baby, but I didn't go to the cover shoot, but I did do this shoot, which was so fun. It was so amazing to meet all these models and Simone Rocha, and just work with my coworkers. It was just, teamwork has never been so fun. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please ask me any questions you have regarding internships. I'm definitely more familiar with the Hong Kong application, but I'm sure it's kind of the same worldwide. Just be sure to apply it to multiple, and don't be shy. Remember, they're just people and they'll love you. Just be confident, show them what you got, because I'm sure you're all amazing and strong people and they will love you.
Here we go, it's all about you, it's all about me, it's all about what we do. Making art, you and me, trying to find something to believe.